Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video I'm going to be covering The Silencer. She made her first appearance in the self-titled The Silencer, issue number 1, in March of 2018. Her real name is Honor Guest, and she happens to be an assassin that's a clone of the infamous leader of the League of Assassins, named Ra's al Ghul. She also having brown eyes and brown hair, although her hair has been dyed blonde. Now, Silencer is an intriguing anti-hero, having what I'd call slight metahuman abilities. She regularly displays peak human conditioning that borderlines on superhuman abilities for a female of her size. This is shown by her very high durability, as well as maxing out her strength, speed, reflexes, and agility, notably being extremely acrobatic. She's a tactical genius and has honed her martial arts and fighting skills as well, being one of the few people able to go hand to hand with Batman and Deathstroke. Not to mention that she also knows her way around many different firearms, as well as being a master at anything sharp, from throwing knives to even a writing pencil. And when you combine this with the fact that she can create areas of total silence around her body, it's obvious why she makes the perfect assassin. Now, as a little girl, we just know that Honor one day showed up in a clinic owned by the scientist Jonah 9, who was actually her creator. And very early on, it was shown that she had the unique ability to create zones of silence around her body, which she could additionally manipulate the size and shape of. When the infamous Ra's al Ghul learned about this power, he actually recruited her and had her trained to be an assassin. During her training is when Ra's al Ghul's daughter, named Talia al Ghul, actually saw her and determined that she wanted her as part of her own covert organization called Leviathan. Talia would continue to train Honor as well as condition her mind to be a selfless follower of her, even giving Honor a very advanced and rare gift called a nanode, which is a small technological device that would actually weave a battlesuit for her whenever it was needed, quickly giving her armor and multiple devices at a whim. Over time, Honor would become one of the best in the business, taking on the codename Silencer. But on one fateful day, Silencer was sent on a mission to Gotham City. This is when she would meet her future husband, a real estate worker named Blake Guest, who had actually helped her find an apartment to operate from. Talia had instructed Silencer to actually protect Batman against assassins that were sent by Ra's al Ghul, her father. But one day while tracking Batman's location, Silencer came across an active mugging. And being as effective as she is, she actually helped the victims by killing all of the muggers, which ironically caught the attention of Batman, who then attacked her for killing the muggers. But this quick fight was brought to an end when they both had to fight against one of Ra's al Ghul's assassins, named the Reaper, whose extreme skill and cybernetic enhancements made it a very hard fight. It's noteworthy to say, though, that while Batman was getting beat down, Silencer is actually the one that killed Reaper by taking his own sword and cutting his head off, then escaping while Batman recovered. Silencer would then go on to pursue a normal life, to settle down and get married, reaching an agreement with Talia to do one more job before she would be let go. She was to take out a man named Ghul, who was a traitor to the Leviathan organization's cause. And although Deathstroke tried to stop her, he failed, and she ended up taking out her target. But Deathstroke did warn her that this would cause massive civil war within Leviathan, meaning that quite possibly no one would be safe. At any rate, Silencer would then get married to her love Blake Guest and settle down in Charleston, having a son named Ben. But one day, just as warned, Honor was pulled back into her old lifestyle, brutal foes finding her in her hometown. She'd have full-fledged battles even in her own neighborhood with individuals like Blood Vessel and Breacher, who were sent by a powerful figure named Quietus. She was back to being Silencer again, being pulled into a war that she wanted nothing to do with. But once Silencer learned that Talia had actually blown her cover to pull her back in, as well as Talia endangering her son, she was forced to take out her old mentor and friend. She would then go on to briefly help out Nightwing against a Leviathan assassin, but she would ultimately focus all of her attention on ending the war for good by destroying Talia's body, before it could be taken back to the Lazarus Pit for resurrection. Now, due to her powers and abilities and her influence on the DC universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give The Silencer a rating of 6, which is an expert rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to The New Sage.